welcome back to our channel. I'm Melissa.
I'm Jenny.
And we are K&J Stitches. And I think we're on video 7. So yeah, it's been, I think, an extra week than what we usually do, but Jenny has been on a very awesome vacation to Germany for the past couple weeks, so she'll be talking about that a little bit. And I have gotten a lot of stuff done. So I've got a few finishes, and I've got a diamond painting finish, and I've got some whips to show, and a little bit of haul because I'm trying to be good because it's, you know, Christmas time. But yeah, so I guess I'll go ahead and show the whips. I think Jenny didn't have much stitching time, of course, because she was busy looking at castles and stuff. So the first one I've got is, I worked a little bit on Death by Cross Stitch. You all know what it looks like. And are we going to be inserting pictures, or?
I can.
Okay. Yeah. Maybe, hopefully we can find where I was last time and insert a picture here.
Well, and
you're going to put it on the side?
I figured out how to do it on the, so
great.
I think I can insert it here.
Okay, let's do that. All right, then I'll hold this on my side. So basically what I did is, well, the first thing I did was I went all the way across because I was scared about the, sorry.
No, you're fine.
About it running off the end, but it actually turned out perfectly. And I mean, this piece of fabric is just massive. It's a 32 count, and it's gonna be like a wall hanging or something because I'm not getting this framed. It's nuts. But it's just a cream Lugana 32 count. I just got it from like 123 Stitch or something. And I'm using, I think this is 804, I think. 806, one of those. This, you know, it's a nice red. It's looking a little more red there, but it's kind of more of like a burgundy. So yeah, I like it. It's looking great. I'm happy with it. So one day I'll be done with page 1 of 16. So. And then today I decided to work a little bit on a Mount Vernon Christmas from Plum Street. This is part of the a group that I'm in. That it's not a group. It's like a, I don't know what you call it. You get a quarterly kit. And it's from Dying to Stitch, and so you get like everything to make the whole finished product. So that's kind of cool. But here's the roof of the house, and then I started the snowman here. So it's kind of, there we go. I'm not sure about the white yet, but I'm gonna finish the snowman in it and see. It's kind of a yellowish. It's parchment. I think that's Weeks Dye Works. I don't know. I just don't want it to be a yellow snowman because I think that's kind of gross. So we'll see how he turns out. I'll keep you posted on that. I may switch to like a chalk or something instead. I don't know. I understand it's supposed to be vintage, but
I mean, if it wasn't Mount Vernon, maybe a yellow snowman would be kind of cool.
Yeah. And then my third thing that I've been working on is the Stitch Along 6. So we've gotten through I think we're through week 7 now. There's 2 more, and I think sort of what people think it's going to say is home is where the something, and then we're going to get to put, we'll probably have a bunch of different choices of what we're going to put right here. Home is where the whatever is. So I'm sure it'll be hilarious and cute. Right, we've been having a really good time with that. A bunch of us Colorado Stitchers have been working on the collaborative project together because this is a group Stitch Along this time, and so we've been having a lot of fun doing that. And I will send a picture to Jenny so she can put in a picture of our group pattern that we made up and stitched here.
Oh yeah, I saw it.
Yeah,
I think I saw it. You posted a picture on Facebook.
Yeah, it's super cute. It's got like the best little nug you've ever seen on there. Like, It's hilarious. It looks just like a little pot nugget.
Oh, I saw the one you stitched like a pot leaf.
I did the leaf, yeah. There's also a leaf on it, so. And then, so the last one that I did recently is, I've been working on a set of 6 ornaments, and I'll show you the other 2 in a minute for the finishes, but here's the 3rd one I'm working on. He's gonna be a reindeer, and let's see. Here's kind of what they're gonna look like. They're so cute. And they come with all the felt and everything, and yeah, so I'm hoping to finish these 3 before Christmas. And of course, Julie at Colorado, Kansas City girl in Colorado World, she'll understand my drama here. I've got major thread tangle happening because I'm too lazy to like rebobinate these. I don't care. So, but I feel your pain, girl, with the threads in these dimension kits, but that's okay. And then the last thing I've been working on is I got the hankering for an old lady tissue box cover. So I ordered this little kit and I'm not enjoying it. It hurts my hand, it hurts my thumb because it's this nasty plastic canvasy stuff. And you got this huge needle and you're like dragging it through and then doing the beading. Oh my gosh, don't get me started. But this is the top of it.
Well, it looks cute though.
Thank you. I've never tried to do needlepoint before either, so I think for my first time it's turning out good. But yeah, that's the top, and then got to start working on the snowflakes and stuff, but I don't know, I'm not really in a hurry because, like I said, it hurts my hand, so it's going to have to be like a little bit at a time, you know. But that's my whips. Do you want to show your finish from the vacation?
So my current whips are just the whips that I've been working on because I've been out of town. I did start and finish something while I was gone. So here is this Brooks Books ornament, and I do need a little, there's like a pink ribbon that goes, and then it goes like right there, but
so cute. But
outside of that, it is done. It's super sparkly. I don't think you can see it. Maybe not.
Yeah, it's showing. I can see it, especially the gold.
Lots of Krynic and treasure braid. Super cute. So that's my ornament for this year, and started and finished that one in 2 weeks. So
pretty good. Yeah.
I think that's my 8th finish of the year. So
and you said you started a Haid, but just a few stitches, so
yeah, I worked on the mermaid Haid that I've been working on for the full coverage fanatics for the 1200 stitches for the month. But I worked on that yesterday a little bit, and I think I only got maybe 50 stitches in, so not enough to share.
Gotcha.
So, but hopefully by next video, those 1200 stitches will be done.
Nice. Yeah. You're getting closer on that. So.
Yep, 3 more pages, 3.5.
Yeah, nice. It's exciting. All right. I've got some finishes. So I've got 3 cross stitch finishes. They're not huge, but so here's my set of 6 so far. I've got the 3, but I finished the this guy back in 2014. This is my oldest whip. I started this back when I started stitching again in 2014, and then I just finished this guy the other day. And he did have a bunch of French knots, but I am not good at making them consistent. I can do, you know, if there's a French knot here and there, I can do it. But when they're this close together like that, I can't ever get them uniform. So I just went ahead and did some matte black Mill Hill. And also Santa's French knots were getting pretty ugly over here. So I left the ones that are in his mitten, but I replaced all the black ones like his eyes and the ho 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 sign and the eye of the cardinal. I went ahead and replaced those with beads. I think it looks cute. I love these. And yes, this is dirty. I don't know what happened there, but luckily this can be washed. So I don't usually wash my stuff, but I don't mind if it's, you know, one of these kits because it's not gonna bleed or anything like that. But yeah, so I'm happy with those. And then I had a couple of fall finishes. So this is Mrs. Delicious. And Mr. Delicious is going to go over here next year, but for now I'm calling this out of my whip list for the moment. It's just going to go back into the kitted kits because I'm not going to want to do fall now. Now I just want to do Christmas stitching. So there she is. There's spider webs and a spider and a cat and some gourds and some maize. Super cute. I love it. And then the last thing I finished was Hello Fall. That's a Plum Street too, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So Hello Fall, it's vintage country mocha linen. I don't know what count it is. I think it's 32.
Does this finish
or 30.
Up your set for the?
No, actually, I've only done summer so far.
Oh, okay.
So I will probably start winter at some point before the end of tax season. I'll start and finish winter. I mean, once you get into this and knock it out, I mean, you can get one of these done in a week if you're stitching like a couple hours a night, or 2 weeks tops. So, but yeah, I really like it. And then I didn't have any final finishes or anything, so that's all I've got. I haven't really been in the mood for diamond painting as much. I don't know why. Just the last month or so, I've been like, I want to stitch. So, but I did finish a piece for a friend of mine at work, and final finished it into a frame. And there's going to be lots of glare because I don't think there's anything to do about it. But anyway, it's an elephant with a little hat. I don't know why he's wearing a little Uncle Sam hat, but that's okay. But it's very sparkly. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. I love it. Anyway, I hope she likes it. I know she likes elephants and stuff, so we'll see. But I got it framed. You know, I just picked up this frame from like Amazon. And I went ahead and kept these on here because, you know, these cheap frames, they just want to kind of flake off on the edges. So it's in its little protected things right now. Yeah. So I'm pretty happy with that. And yeah,
I want to point out too, this is a free pattern.
Oh yeah.
From her. She just released it a few months ago, 4 months ago. I got this one off of Craftsy. You can download it off of there. So, and since I saw Katie, the Stash Queen, do it, I've been in love with it. So when she had it for free, and I try to do a Christmas ornament every year, so
I do too.
That one's my one from last year. I still have to finish it. So hopefully I can do that on the next video. I'll show that finish. Sweet.
Yeah, I actually the one I did this year got traded in the ornament exchange at the retreat, but then I got a really cool one, and I showed that on my Insta, so you can see a picture of it there. But it's really sweet. It's a little, it's one of those perforated plastic ones, but I mean, she did a great job. And it's got a little snowman, and it's like a little trailer, and he's like, it's like a tree lot, you know. Anyway,
I think you showed that.
Did I show it? Okay, I may have shown it last time. So I'm considering that my 2018 ornament, since my other one got traded out. But
yeah, that works.
Yeah,
I think that counts.
And I had to do one for my stepmom. So I already did a different one for her, and I did that fall banner for my sister. So I've done plenty of ornaments and hangings and whatnot. So I'm ready to. I need to get working on my bigger stuff right now, like the Death by Cross Stitch, and I need to get back to my Haid because I looked at it yesterday and I was like, oh, I love it so much. So I need to get back to that.
Well, and after you were telling me how many finishes you have,
I have 28 so far.
I have 8.
I don't know how.
8. But most of mine are all large.
Right. And a lot of mine are small.
And I will finish that Haid next year.
Yep.
I'm 99% sure I'll finish that Mira next year.
Mm-hmm.
So I should have, there'll be big finishes, but I'll have some finishes next year. So, and hopefully I can maybe try to do some smaller projects to get more finishes. Yeah. I think the year before I got like 19 finishes, so I know I can, yeah, but whatever. It's not about,
it doesn't
numbers,
matter. Yeah, it's
right?
not a race anyway. I was shocked.
Yeah.
More than anything going.
I totally, I'm not.
Just, am I ignoring my family? Like, what's happening? Am I stitching too much? Is that even possible? I don't know.
No, it's not.
No. I mean, as long as the household is running, right? And I haven't lost my job or anything, so everything's good. So, any haul? Or
kind of, sort of. So, Betsy, the Colorado Bird Stitcher. Hi, Betsy. She was asking about a bag, so I went ahead and made a bag for her. It's like this, but this one was too small, so I had to make a second one. So I'm keeping this one.
Darn.
But because of that, she got me a little something. So I got this Lizzie Kate here, which was on my 1, 2, 3 wish list, which is awesome. But now I have to buy the other 2 to go with it.
Of course.
But she got me all the Weeks dye works that go with it.
Awesome. And
the fabric that goes with it. And this is a 28 count Storm Cashel linen by Picture This Plus. So it's like
pretty good.
Yeah, it's good. So maybe that will be one of my smaller starts here pretty soon. So I took it with me to Germany, but I was pretty set on getting that ornament done, and with the 8-hour time difference, I didn't have a whole lot of, I think I stitched more on the plane than I did actually there, but so
it happens.
But that's as far as like, I tried to look for, I figured Zweigart is made in Germany, so yeah, I can find stuff in Germany, but no, you can't. All their needlework shops are just yarn and knitting stuff. So I did go into a few shops, but everything was knitting. I couldn't find anything cross stitch. So
no, I even Googled it for you when you were asked, mentioned it, and I couldn't even find anything online either that was like an actual cross stitch shop. So that's crazy.
Yeah, I checked even in Berlin. I was like, well, maybe in the bigger cities, there's gotta be something, because we did rent a car, so we had that freedom to kind of go where we wanted. But there was a place near where we were at, but then when I was looking at it on Google, there was a bunch of yarn, so I didn't make the trip, because I figured that's all it was. So, but I did stop in one other place, and it was all yarn. So, but yeah, so no luck there. But that's what I got for haul. What about you?
Well, I didn't do too bad. So ever since Mr. and Mrs. Delicious, I've been into Lindy stitches. So I got this one because the quote is amazing and I'm just really digging on it. I don't know if you guys can read it, but it says, "If thou hast a fearful thought, tell it not to a weakling, whisper it to thy saddle bow, and ride forth singing." And that's King Alfred the Great, who conquered, who fought against the Vikings. And, I like that because, a lot of I'm sure if you watch Stephanie's videos, she already explained this, but, he had a lot of, battles that he didn't win against them. And so he basically is like, you can't show that you're afraid. Like, you just got to show the troops that, you're not fearful and you can just ride forth, believing in yourself or whatever. So I think it's a good quote for everybody, really. And it's got the girl on the horseback, and how cool is that? So I've got the fabric on order with the stitching shop, and I think she said she should have it in by next time we come in for the Sunday stitch in. So that'll be something I will definitely be starting once I get the fabric. And I'm probably just going to do the DMC conversion because either that or I have a bunch of Victorian motto threads, so I may try to sub out some of those too. But yeah. Got that, and that was on sale. I got that on Black Friday sale, so I didn't spend as much as I could have. I apologize for the crinkling. Excuse me. So this is Colonial Gatherings 2018. This is the last one of the year. This is the same as the Mount Vernon that I got, the same, you know, auto ship type thing that we're getting from Dime to Stitch. So this is from the Scarlet House, and it's the whole kit to make this little pillow. And it's called Bringing Home the Tree. Oh my gosh, it's super cute. Sorry for the glare, you guys. I could take it out, but I'm not going to. But yeah, see, it comes with like all the thread and the jingle bells. And look at that. I'm in love with that. That's gonna look so cute. So I got that in the mail. And then the last thing I got, and this was also a Black Friday download, is it's from Stone Street Stitchworks. And it's the Franklin sampler. And I like the quote on it. It says, "Energy and persistence conquer all things." Benjamin Franklin. And I actually had fabric in my stash. It's a Silk Weaver 40 count that I think will look really good with it. And I was hoping I could sub out Victorian motto threads for the brown in here, but I couldn't really find anything that looked perfect. So it's calling for a Threadworks rich chocolate. So I ordered that, but it hasn't gotten here yet. So, but I think it's gonna look really good. I'm really happy with it, and I enjoy stitching on 40 count. So that'll be fun. Cute and fun and not too hard. It'll probably be, that may be the one I start on like January 1st for like, I don't know, beginning of the year type start. But yeah, I think that's all I've got. Okay. Yeah, I did pretty good.
All right. Well, I'll be inserting pictures at the end of the video from our trip. So y'all can see it. Look, I said y'all.
Turning you into a Texan.
It was a pretty amazing trip. So we got there, well, we flew out here the 14th, got there the 15th. So from here to Detroit was about a 2.5 hour flight, and then from Detroit to Frankfurt was about 8 hours. Then from there, we got a car, drove out to Cologne, where there's a huge church, and I'll show a picture of that church. And then from there continued on to Munster, which is where my family, I have all my aunts and uncles live there and cousins. My mom's German. So we stayed there for about 3 days, and then went to Berlin after that. It's about a 5.5 hour drive to Berlin. Stayed in Berlin for 2 days. Went to go see the wall. From there we drove to Nuremberg. Excuse me, to Nuremberg. We only stayed there one night, but we did manage to, so the place that we stayed is actually like inside the walls of, there's like a castle at the top, and then like where we were at was like within the walls of the castle.
Cool.
It was pretty cool.
Nice.
So we did walk around there a little bit before we went down to Füssen. And in Füssen is where the Neuschwanstein Castle is, which is the one that is modeled, well, the Sleeping Beauty's castle is modeled after this castle. So I'll show some pictures of that. So we did that tour, and then pretty close to there is, well, like walking distance is another castle. We did a tour of that castle as well. And those were King Ludwig's castles, him and then his son, King Ludwig II. I don't know the whole story. But, so we did that, stayed in that little town for about 4 days. walked around and, you know, sightseeing stuff. And then from there went to a little town called Kielburg, where a family friend, her daughter lives there. So we stayed with her for 2 days. And then from there went to Frankfurt, went to the Christmas market, which is ginormous. Holy
awesome.
cow. I mean, it was like 5 blocks.
Oh, wow.
I don't know if you've ever been to the German Christmas market here, but
I have.
it's like, yeah,
it's
like
not 5 blocks.
a block.
Yeah.
Like we had to cross over streets because it was so massive and it was huge.
Mm-hmm.
But that was really awesome. So there was so many different types of people there, and I mean, so many different languages. It wasn't just German. I mean, German and French, Italian, they're Syrians, and I mean, just
I love that.
so many different types of people there. It was pretty amazing. So, but that wrapped up our trip, and then we came back on Tuesday, and today's Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
So
you're just now getting back onto a schedule.
Yeah, I think
after that time change.
It's gotten, so the time difference for us here in Colorado is Germany's 8 hours ahead.
Mm-hmm.
So getting there was a little rough. Coming back's been a little bit easier. I've been getting up at like 4 or 5 in the morning, but you know, it's getting easier coming back. So
yeah,
and there it got darker a lot sooner than it does here. So here we have a little bit more time, but so I think next time when we go, it'll probably be during the summertime.
Yeah.
So we have a little more daylight to see more stuff. But,
for sure.
But yeah, it's been 22 years since I've been back, so it was definitely nice to go there. And and we went to the world's largest pet shop.
Oh, cool.
It's like on the Guinness Book of World Records.
Really?
They had like little monkeys, and they had like these huge Cuban tree rats. I mean, it was just like a giant rat, like, and little prairie dogs. Oh my gosh, they're so cute.
Oh, okay.
Little little chipmunks that you could buy. Like,
yeah.
I'll insert pictures of everything, but it was
nice.
It was
cool.
really. I think they advertise that they have over 250,000 animals there.
Wow.
So it is in the Guinness Book of World Records for being the largest pet store. So
is it like in a huge building too?
Oh yeah, it's pretty much like Costco, like the size of Costco. And they had a sloth, like there was 2 of them hanging from baskets from the ceiling, and so you could buy those. I mean,
wow,
it was crazy, but
it
was
crazy.
really cool. But yeah, that's pretty much it. It was a pretty quick trip.
Yeah, it's never long enough. Feels like
it's really not.
You know,
I feel like, you know, there's so much more we could have seen out there, and but we just didn't really have the time. So, and the video cut off, of course. So
it happens.
But anyway, we were pretty much done talking. We just wanted to say goodbye. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you again in 2 weeks. And try not to buy too much, and try to stitch more.
Yep. Enjoy your December, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. We appreciate all of you. So, see ya.
Have a good one.
Bye.